Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What's up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We are here in full effect. It's a Tuesday. Let me tell you something. You got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. As you build the show, things happen. You got to be ready to go. But how about this? Sometimes your ass ain't ready. You just ain't ready. Everybody spout out all these cliches. I know I showed. I'll be glad when I'm ready. You ain't. Your ass wasn't ready. And how about this? It took a while to get in the predicament you in. Let's say you fat. You getting the BBL, getting all your fat sucked out. Your ass didn't get fat overnight. Took your ass years to get fat. You was fine when you was 18. But maybe not. I see the young comics nowadays, they be fat at 22. I was a specimen at 22. Boy, I was fine. What's up, Latrice Harris? Welcome to the show. I cannot wait to rock with my co-host today. Absolutely two of my favorite humans. Ladies first. Flat out funny. Probably takes the best selfies of all time. Nikki is in the building. Welcome to the show, Miss Onika McLean.
Woo! What's up, Rodney? Hi, guys.
What's up, Miss O?
How y'all doing?
How you doing? You shining today, ain't you?
Yes, I got
my life. You got a new boyfriend or something.
I broke up with one.
Is that what it is?
I'm dating me now. You know, like, I'm gonna just date me. I'm boring, but whatever.
You boring?
And my thing is small. It's a bit. I'm looking for somebody.
That's why I said call Onika. She never let you down. My next co-host today, he's got a special about to hit the streets. I've had the luxury to preview it. Do yourself a favor and see it. My man, Mr. Hank Dennis. What's up, HD?
Woo, what's going on, man?
Yeah. Hey. Thanks for the enthusiasm.
There it is. Yeah. How y'all doing this morning?
Wonderful.
All is well, man.
What time are we on? Are we on East Coast time?
We are on East Coast time. Where are you?
East Coast, down the street from you.
Is that right? Okay. I like that little door with the lights on it. That's dope as hell.
You know, we doing something over here, RP. You know, hey.
And, them dancers be keeping it fly.
Hey, we got to do something over here. Hey, we ain't going to come half-ass. That's what we ain't going to do.
That's what you're not going to do. Diane is in the building. Triana is in the building.
Oh, people got up early. Right.
My partner in crime, Shiny Scott on air.
Good morning.
How are you? How are you, Shani?
I'm good.
You look like rested. I'm learning. We learning each other. Me and Shani work together almost 4 weeks now. Rodney Perry Live, Media Room 360. I'm starting to tell when Shani is ready to do it. Because you had them glasses on, you be like,
Yeah, we had some health issues. So
if you put them glasses on, you ain't feeling it today. You're like, you know what, Rodney Perry, you sure? Let's do this shit tomorrow. I want to apologize to a friend of mine. He called me to be in his film, and I had every intention to do it. But it required me to put my show on the back burner for like 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't do it. Just starting the show. Told him, first of all, he had a 5:30 call time. I was like, I ain't gonna make that.
Ooh.
Cause I know about movies. People hire you somewhere where they don't really need you till 9.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, I can't make it. TJ Slow Your Rollers in the building, Candace, Kenise George. So I told him, he said, man, I wish you would have told me about the show. I'm like, you gotta know about me, you know. But I had to flake on him. But in my defense, they wasn't paying but like $100 a day.
Oh, man, that was a good decision.
Which is no excuse. You give your word, and your word is bond. But I didn't say I wouldn't do it. I just can't do it at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Nice cut. That ain't no cut. That's just my hair growing back from being bald head.
His hairline.
Hey, while you playing though, I got a strong hairline. My hairline is strong. It's just platinum. My wife said, "It's platinum."
okay.
Platinum. That's a good word.
She's speaking life into you, Rodney. That's what she's doing.
You know what? She don't give a damn.
She is, because she can say you got gray hair. She
don't give a damn.
That's a lie. You can tell she care. She care, Rodney. You can tell you cared for. You can tell you cared for.
What that mean? Cared for? What that mean?
You can tell you cared for. You look like you cared for. You have nice hats. You able to be in your basement in the middle of the morning and do what you love. You are cared for. Trust me.
Am I cared for?
You are cared for. Mm-hmm.
You know what? Hank Disney, are you cared for?
No. My family, they don't know where I'm at. They don't care where I'm at. I did all this myself. This is me just keeping myself cared for.
You took the stuff off the Christmas tree. You was like, y'all using these lights?
They don't care. Let me tell you something. These people walk around here just taking. That's all they do is take.
Mm-mm.
But what we the same people, Hank? Like I look at myself, I look at my children, and I'm like, I get it. I really do. I didn't want to wash no damn dishes. That's why I still like. I'm a believer that if you're a grown up and you paying the bills, that the people, the children, should do something in your house.
Fact.
What was your chores as a kid?
Who?
Let's Shiny Scott on there.
Well, I had to keep my room clean, my bathroom. I had to clean the kitchen. I had to keep the living room clean. I had to vacuum the house, sweep the stairs because we had a 2-story. And that was pretty much it.
You were Cinderella around this motherfucker.
Yeah, I had to, that's what I had to do. Well, I was the only child too. So.
Oh yeah. So you like me? I was the oldest, so I was the only child for a period of time, and so me and my mom was like friends. Like, you gonna get the dishes? I'm like, yeah, I guess I will.
Probably should.
Onika,
What's up?
What was your chores you used to do?
Well, all of them, plus pay the rent. As soon as
Wait a minute, you had to pay the rent as a child?
I was 14, she charged me $50 a week. Our rent was $200. I can do the math. Like, what the fuck? Just paying the goddamn rent.
Dang. How you get to $50 a week at 14?
Because I had one of them summer youth jobs at first, and then I got a regular job because I was like, wait a minute, I ain't got to ask her for nothing. I ain't got.
She was teaching you the value of $1.
No, she was robbing me. She was robbing me.
She
I was supposed to be buying myself stuff, not paying her rent.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fine.
My son's mom is like that. Like she really hit him up for money, and I'm like, let that man keep his money.
No.
No,
My
my
kids
mother
pay
from the
rent,
South.
but not like that. Like they got $17 a month they got to pay. That's their phone, their rent, their food, their electric bill. I put it in their savings.
Man,
Right.
You take the money from it and then put it in their savings.
No, they got to give it to me. They have to give it to me physically.
Do they have a certain day?
Yeah. And if they don't pay it, then they get kicked out of their room or, something happens.
Wait a minute, Shawty.
They
You kick them out there. Where you put them?
They sleep on the couch and on the floor somewhere.
So they lose their comfort.
Yeah, they have to figure it out. And I started that with them when they were like 8 and 9.
You're going to get robbed in your own house.
Girl,
Yeah,
stick up, Mom.
You
didn't say how we had to get this $17. You just said
don't say that because they probably watching and they'll be like, yeah, because one of them went in my stash and got some of my money one day. I said, girl, don't you? That's stealing from me. You don't do that.
Oh, no. I don't play that. I do not play that. HD.
Come on, man. You know
HD, what was your chores, man?
You know my mother, man. Come on, man. I was an employee. I was staff. Okay.
So you had to cook, clean,
cooking, cleaning. I had to season chicken, put the chicken in the bag, make sure I vacuum, make sure I clean all the stuff that they said and some. I had to make sure I had to breakfast. I was ironing curtains. I was everything. It was everything. Then I had to go with her to the grocery store to help with the groceries. Man, it was a lot, man. I'm domestic now. You can't tell me about nothing about no thread count sheets or no seasoned food now. My wife walk around here now, I'll be looking at her like you ain't do that right. But I don't say nothing.
You can't say nothing.
I say nothing because I can't let her know that I don't do all this stuff.
So I'm a Virgo, and I can be super critical, right? And so I really have to watch my tongue because my wife and my daughters are all Aquarians, and they be so sensitive. If I say the wrong thing, they be down for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said you didn't like it. I'm like, I didn't say that.
I'm Aquarius though, Rodney. My mother toughed me up a long time ago. You're gonna have your feelings hurt. Walk around there in your feelings. Don't let her know you hurt, because that's like weak deer. That's like an injured deer in the woods. She can smell blood. What, you gonna cry? I don't care how much you cry. You better vacuum this floor. Rodney, remember I told you she brought a load of clothes to the basketball court because she didn't She didn't like clothes being left in her dryer. She'd be like, if it smelled like, you don't use my dryer and then not dry your clothes all the way and think you're going to put it on a cycle and come back.
So stop right there, Hank. You at the court hooping with the fella. Getting it.
Was you that good, Hank?
Oh, I was nice. I see the
money. Let me tell you something. Oh, nigga, everybody good with an air basketball.
Like this. You look like you're having a convulsion. I thought you're having a stroke. You all right?
You got to move your head a lot. 1979 Monte Carlo blue pulls at the top of the park, Blunt Park. You can see the cars coming to park.
You saw her.
I saw her. I was like, I gotta go, y'all.
I gotta go? You didn't let her get close?
No, leave, because if she get out of the car, it's embarrassing. Leave my ball. Hey, bring my ball to the house.
Hold on, I don't know what that is.
Some you was watching this morning.
They said leave ball.
Yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't. All right, guys. Next subject. Financial arrangements in relationships. I think I'm old school. My wife don't really pay for nothing.
Nice. Oh, sorry.
But a lot of conventional relationships are 50-50. To me, if you got a man in your life and you in a relationship that's 50-50, you got a roommate. Am I wrong? Ooh, I stumped the crowd. Did I stump the crowd?
I think you're right. I think you have to pay the cost to be the boss. Because I know when I be paying for stuff, I be like, get this shit cleaned in here. Get it. I don't know, boss.
So now one of my reasons, Onika, is surely a toxic male reason. I don't ever want to hear that. Like, I don't ever want to hear a woman going, hey, what you do all day?
Yes. Because you're going to be like, I was eating some snacks. I was on Instagram.
No. Get your ass down there, like Hank Mama say, and vacuum that floor.
Vacuum that floor. Yeah.
You know, but I have realized I have to contribute, you know, to the cleanliness of the house. Like, because I'm a one-man wrecking crew. Mm-hmm. Whatever room I'm in as a fingerprint, I told my family, I said, if I die, y'all have a hard time. Y'all have to leave because I'm in every room. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm literally some sock on the floor, a pair of pants, a shirt. Johnny Scott on there.
I agree with the more traditional route. I think, but I it's 50-50, but it's not. There are things that I think the man is supposed to do, and then as the female in the relationship, there's a certain financial responsibility I bring. You know.
Okay. I like that. I like that, Johnny Scott. And we're gonna put a pin in that because we'll come back to gender roles. Mm-hmm. Right? We'll come back to gender roles. And if you subscribe to that, because you know, a lot of women nowadays are like, yo, just because I'm a woman, you know, you can't lock me into no role. You know, HD, financial arrangement, man. What do you guys do?
Well, you know, stand-up comedy. So, you know, well, before I was a PA in pediatric orthopedics. So the money is like, long as she has a dollar amount, she don't care what it is. So she's like, if you put this amount of money in the account and I don't gotta pay that, then I ain't gonna say nothing to you. But when that money drop below that amount, that's when it be like, so what'd you do today?
Mm. So your wife makes more than you,
well, she does neurosurgery now. She did neurosurgery when I met her. So I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah. So I'm like, do I gotta go and do neuro and cardiac surgery now?
And that's a great point, Hank, because we do change throughout a relationship, throughout a lifetime. Right. So you can be the breadwinner one year, and the next year she could be the breadwinner.
And this just happened over COVID. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I go to school. I got you. Then now COVID is over. I'm making my cake now. So, but I don't. My thing is, in order for a marriage to work, I was taught that you have to be of service and all around. Don't go marry no woman if you can't take care of her. That's just it. Don't take her from nowhere she is if you're going to make her situation worse. If you ain't going to take care of her and do everything you can for her. So my money, when it come in, it's taking care of everything. I don't ask no questions. I don't ask her what she do with her money. If she want to spend it, she want to buy that. Because I only got a certain amount of time to be with you anyways. And then tomorrow's over. So if I got to do what I got to do, then I do what I got to do. I used to be like, oh, when I was younger, if I ain't doing that, I'll pay for this. But then I realized I'm paying for everything, but she can still say, go lay on the couch. What am I do? What am I do?
You gonna go your ass downstairs and lay on that fly ass comfortable couch.
Money I paid to lay here in this. They ain't trying to hear that. Cops gonna come and they gonna pull who out? You. They gonna pull you out. It'll be all your stuff. They don't care. There's your name on it. They be like, that's nice, sir. That's nice. You did a good job taking care of this woman, but you need to get your black ass out of here. I'm sorry.
Amen.
So, Onika, what do you require of a man? Like what's your must-haves?
That they could take care of my lifestyle the way I've already.
So they got to be able to buy all them beads and shit.
Those are G's. Those are G's. Yeah, they should be able to do it. I'm not saying they got to do it, but they should be able to do it. Because the thing about women is feeling secure. Right. And so once you put your life to a certain level, not that I'm like rich or nothing, but once you put your life to a certain level, when you're looking at your man, you need to be able to say, well, at least he can keep me here.
Exactly.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow, man. That's really interesting to me, ladies, as we unpack this. How about this, Shiny Scott? Let's take a break. When we come back, let's talk gender roles. Gender roles. Like what's a role for a guy? What's a role for a woman? I'm gonna say it. I got all the garbage in the house. Got all the garbage. Don't even touch it. We did a sketch about that one time. Me and Onika.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. That the name of the show is Rodney Perry Live. I'm Rodney Perry. Those are my co-hosts. That's the homie Shiny Scott on air. Media Room 360. And we come back. We're gonna talk more on the Rodney Perry Live. Let's go.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Sean, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawneeScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawneeScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawneeScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Sean. Yeah.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
We are back. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. My people are in the building. Media Room 360. Miss Shiny Scott on air. Shiny Scott, how you doing?
Good. I'm happy.
Media Room 360 is the flagship. It's the app. It's the engine that powers this show. Talk to me about it real quick.
Media Room 360 is a streaming platform that goes into over 40 million homes daily. We do run live shows, and we have 24/7 broadcasting. We also stream to the more popular platforms like YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, Twitter, and you can also catch us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.
So right now, people can see us on all those platforms.
All of them right now.
Get out of here. And they should subscribe to the app. Is there a charge for it?
The app is absolutely free. Free 99.
Free 99. You can't beat that price.
Free 99.
Join us today, my co-host, Hank Denson, Onika McLean. Put them back where they was. I like her over there. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
It's got to be producing this mug. Before we left, we talked about gender roles. Do you subscribe? We all grown, so I'm assuming we probably don't have the same answer, but I don't know. Do you subscribe to gender roles? Are there certain things you expect of a man and certain things you expect of a woman as we move into this new age where a lot of stuff is blended together or not or going all together? Onika, what's your thought?
I do believe in gender roles. I'm a woman of a certain age, and I just always believe.
What that mean? I hate that damn phrase.
Okay, so remember, no, certain I'm old. I don't look it, but I'm old, right? So that's dumb. And I just believe that there's things that men should do, and there are things that women should do. Like when I see a couple and it's really 50-50, I just really feel like they in a roommate situation. I'm just kind of like, it's back to the security. I feel like it's always back to the security. Women must feel secure, especially in a world where women aren't protected a lot of times. So the security of a man is what a man, there's this not program, but this organization called men, something like that. And what they said is that women that are associated with men are covered by them, and other men respect those women more so than they would a single woman, because if you're male adjacent, then in the male's mind is, if I do something to this woman, then I'm going to get checked. And when you don't have that, you don't have that protection.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, I don't know if I'm worried about getting checked, but I believe definitely in those gender roles. And so, what do you, Onika? What are the number one thing you expect your man to do in the home?
Pay for the mortgage or the rent, whatever that major bill is.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they should pay for that, and then I can pay for all the little stuff. Even though the little stuff sometimes add up to the same thing, but I just feel like where we stay, that should be his.
That's his responsibility. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow. Shiny Scott on there, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think there's roles. Definitely. For me, I think the man should pay the mortgage, rent, the utilities, whatever that is, and then like the groceries, the clothes that the people need in the house. I get, and sometimes I don't. Since I'm coming to the picture with 2 kids, because our lifestyle is one thing, and if somebody wants to be in this, then yeah, you're gonna have to, be able to take care of this.
It's not just me.
Yeah, because these girls ain't going nowhere for, about 8 more years. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I take that into consideration because they do have a father that has a responsibility to support too. So it's not just like, oh, you got to take care of all of this and the responsibility is all yours. And as far as I go, at the same time, if something happens to him and he drops the ball, I should be able to catch it. Yeah. He shouldn't just have to suffer because he doesn't, because, it's up and down. He might be up to that. Yeah, we're a team. So that's where I say the 50-50 comes in. It's like, if you ain't got it, I should have it.
Mm-hmm.
Hank Dixon, what role do you do in your home that's not historically a man job?
Oh, dude. So I cook. I do a lot. I clean. But my time, I got my time back. This is what my wife is working to do. A lot of people don't know that your time, when you're in the entertainment business, I know how to make my money in a small amount of time, so I'm around. Mm-hmm. So my oldest daughter is not my biological child. So I was like, when I came into her life, she was 3. So, and her father wasn't involved with her at all. So I automatically jumped into covering everything. I was just
family,
like, yeah, because you see, I don't know what it was, because most dudes like, I ain't messing with no woman with children, but I saw that every little hole that they would feel secure because she was a little girl and her mother. So for me, I was like, if I'm going to step in, they got to feel secure on everything that's going on around me. And I changed their life. I feel like I changed their life because they were scared to do things because there was no man involved. So as soon as I came in, I'm like, we could do these things. We can go on these trips. We can do this stuff. She can play a sport. I'll pick her up. Like I was messing up braids and taking her to daycare and doing all this other stuff because that's what my mother taught me.
You know how to do hair?
Yeah, my little god sisters used to come over. My god sisters used to come over, and my mother would be like, I would see them crying, and I'd be like, oh, and I'd be like, I learned, grease their scalp. Then I would tell her, I'm like, my mother gonna do y'all hair. Y'all gotta go to church. And my cousins would come over because they lived in the hood, head matted. I'd be like, you shampoo your hair tonight. And they'd be like, why? I said, because my mother coming here, she was an usher. She was a president of the usher.
She in a hurry. She in a hurry Sunday morning.
She was gonna snatch your hair in place early in the morning, and them kids they was tender-headed. So I would be like, yo, here's the shampoos and conditioner. And my cousin be like, yeah. I said, yeah. Because it's going to be ugly for you in the morning, but she going to make grits, and she going to make shrimp and grits and pancakes and stuff. And if you in there crying, you ain't going to get no food. That's how I was. So I was always trying to look out because I was and I'm like, you should have used the conditioner. That was just stuff I knew. So I would say that any tools that I have, because everybody's like, oh, men don't do this. But bruh, you know how I am, Rodney, about medical stuff. If I see something in you that you need that I know or I can help you with, masculine, feminine, I gotta help you. So if I know how to go in and baste the damn chicken, if I know how to go in and pick the sheet or whatever, and they're like, oh man, dude, you gotta help out. Don't stand back like I don't do that. That ain't what men do. That ain't what men do.
Men do what they have to do. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's dope as hell, Hank, man. You know, when I'm thinking of gender roles, I'm thinking like I think women should wash the dishes, although I do help. I think men should take the trash. My stepdad always mopped the floor. Like it was that was a man job. He was like, everybody move out the way, I got this.
But I mopped the floor last night because I paid for the floors. And I'm not gonna have them hardwood floors because nobody don't want to take the time and do it right. Them floors cost too much money. So I'm like, yo, I got him. What you doing? I'm mopping the floor. She's like, oh, okay, move.
I don't know about y'all. My kids are out of school. They up all walking these floors all hours of the night, 2, 3 in the morning, eating. Is your kitchen ever closed?
Oh,
Shiny Scott, is your kitchen closed?
When they not here, like now they gone to their brother's house. So yes, it's closed. But when they're here, and I try to say the kitchen is closed. Now 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, I hear them. I'm like, who is that going to the kitchen? It's me. I just wanted some water. No, go back to bed. Go back to your room. You can't have no water.
Miss Onika. Your kid's grown now, but when they was little, was your kitchen ever closed?
No. Because we were running a lot. Like I was a single mom, so I was like going to school and work, and we were always running. So it was just a chaos all the time. It still ain't closed. They do what they want to do. They do what the hell they want to do. There don't be nothing in there now because they grown. They was like, "Where's your food? I don't need no food. I can Uber Eats."
Uber Eats. HD, I know you'll close your kitchen.
Kitchen closed. You hear me? Kitchen closed. See, my son's AAU basketball, and he's 15. So he eat, but then he eats like it's like never stop. But the thing is, he shit every 3 hours. So I'm like, you need to hold some of them nutrients in your body.
Yeah.
You ain't even too much.
Yeah, he don't got, and then he in shape. He ain't got he got muscles. And I'm like, dude, this body food's supposed to sit for at least 6 hours.
You mad at his metabolism?
It irritates me because I feel bad because I know he probably hungry, but I be like, either you use toilet paper or food. We gotta balance.
You made a decision.
We gotta balance this out.
Hank is killing the show today. What up, party people? My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. My co-host today, comedian Hank Denson. When we come back, we're gonna do the entertainment report. And we're going to talk about Hank Denson comedy special coming up at the top of the next hour. I'm excited about this show today. Onika McClain is in the building. Shiny Scott on there. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Do I have pre-diabetes? Shit, I don't know. Let me check. Hey, it's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Media Room 360. The woman, the legend, Shiny Scott on air. It is time for the entertainment report. Let's rock.
Ooh, listen. I was up last night or this morning.
Okay.
Like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I think that's me, Onika.
Yeah, we
I
tried
think
to
that was
double
me.
dip. We tried to double dip.
Yeah,
It didn't work. Okay, no.
We on IG too. But so this whole thing with Pastor John Gray. So John Gray is in the
I
news
saw that again. Come on, John Gray.
He's in the news again because he cheated, but he really didn't cheat. Really wasn't cheating. So what happened this time is John got involved with this masseuse online. They only had phone conversations. They've never met each other in person. They've never hooked up. They've never physically had contact with each other. However, the lady that is the masseuse ended up calling Tasha K and telling her about the conversations that they had. She shared some of the text messages and the video. A video came into play, and she shared that with Tasha K. So Tasha K and this guy, Larry Reed, you know, the gospel Wendy Williams that tell all the business about the people in the church. So the two of them got together, had a conversation, and decided to confront. First they talked to Aventure. And I hope I'm saying her name right. Aventure wanted the video. Tasha agreed to send her the video and agreed not to release the because they, sat there, watched this video that the masseuse sent to Tasha K with her and John Gray.
Wow.
Crushed Aventure.
Do we have that? Tell me we got that.
We don't have it. Nobody has released it. They keeping it under wraps, but they got John Gray on the phone, had a conversation with him. And Tasha K kind of felt like he was being a little cocky, which made her
hold on, Shelly Scott on there.
Beans.
Hold on, Shelly Scott on there. But we do have the video. Pastor John Gray and the masseuse are here today.
Shut up, man.
Pastor John Gray. First of all, thank you for joining us today, man. I hear you done stepped in it again, man. Talk to me about this masseuse, bro.
Pastor John. All you can do is
I know you're going through it right now, man. Just take your time.
What am I supposed to tell y'all? I gotta buy another car. That's all.
Right.
Get her another car. She got every other car. I might as well get her another one.
Right, man. Some people are saying you didn't even do nothing, man. I mean, how you feeling, bro?
I mean, God works in mysterious ways.
Okay.
And mysteriously, I ended up on the phone with this masseuse.
Wow. You probably don't realize this, John, but we actually had a masseuse online. Ma'am, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, wow. Very sultry voice. That might have lured me in as well. Ma'am, this looks like a money grab to me. Talk to me about what you're trying to do with Pastor Gray. I mean, why would you show the world this video?
Do you see those shoulders? I just wanted to get in there and just like manipulate the situation a little bit so that I can have a better life for myself. And he said something about God says if you cheat in your heart, but we wasn't going to cheat in the heart. We was going to cheat in the bed. So I told him, I said, we just going to be in the bed. And he was like, I got a wife. And I said, what she be really doing for you? Do she massage you like this to the side? And he said, no. And I feel like if you got a husband and you're not doing what you need to do for him, pass him along.
Hold on, Madam Masseuse.
We was praying.
This is Rodney Prairie Live. I can't let you say that.
Oh God, I was saying,
hold on, Madam Masseuse. I can't let you just say that. Okay. Now the question is, you're lobbying to be a side chick. Aren't you breaking all the side chick rules?
Well, I was trying to get some money. So this is the thing, right? Okay, I know that they got some side chick rules, but y'all ain't hold none of these chicks to these standards. Ain't no rules no more. If I have seen the glory and the coming of the Lord, and I understand, but right now there's no rules. There is no rules. So if he called me and we're talking on the phone, that means he's interested.
Wow. Well said, Madam Masseuse. Last question, John Gray, man. How you let yourself be recorded, bro?
I didn't even know there was a camera. We was praying.
What kind of Kevin Hart shit is that? No, sorry.
Wow. There we go. All right, guys. John Gray and the masseuse. Let's give them a round of applause. Well done, guys.
Well
You're
done.
wrong for this, Rodney Perry. You're wrong for this.
But John Gray, you had the camera because what John was looking for from the masseuse was a happy ending. That's what they wanted me for him to give her, for her to give him a happy ending. So at the end of the call, he took the phone and showed her where he needed the happy ending.
No, it says Ephesians 1st chapter.
John, that ain't what it was?
That's not what it was.
Corinthians 3:5 say you're not supposed to jerk no. Never mind.
They about to bring you a car. They bringing everybody.
It said you're not supposed to spill no seed. Yo, hey, how about this, guys? Before we move on from this, I mean, is this going to do irreparable damage to their relationship? I mean, they've been battling infidelity and a couple other things throughout their relationship. Is it just another thing that they can get through?
I think so, because what Aventure has expressed is that he hasn't been physical with anyone. She found out that he hadn't actually slept with anyone.
But you cheat in your heart. It says in the Bible you cheat in your heart.
Times. So
they both cheating now. So
now, I think that once you allow that to happen, it's kind of like okay. Now if he lose some money, she probably leave.
Yeah, but
how about this? I mean, the fact that their business is so connected to their relationship, I don't think they're going anywhere. Am I right, Hank?
Nah, they ain't going nowhere. They both cheating now. They both cheating.
You think the wife is cheating?
Yeah, come on, man. What are you gonna say to her? What are you gonna say?
He can't say nothing now.
He can't say nothing now. You done bought cars. You keep doing it. You got God on your side. You say God. We talking about higher God Almighty. You stand in front of a church. And she cheating now. He can't say nothing to that woman.
But hold on, guys. Isn't he a man? Even though he's a man of God, he's a man. Don't he get the luxury of coming short of the glory, Onika?
You ain't supposed to sow your seed in everything.
Oh, y'all saw the actual picture. You said it's coming up short.
No.
Who's the glory? Wow. What's the glory?
Nobody said anything about that man's penis. Okay.
Y'all saw it. Y'all said something about it.
Let me tell you something. If it was out, I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it?
I don't want to see it at all.
I don't want to see my pastor's thing either.
Does he still have people at the church though? They still be
he has people at the church, and what they're saying is that he's not doing this because he's just a low down dirty man, but he's broken in some areas and he needs some help. And if it goes too far, they're concerned that he may try to hurt himself. If everything turns out.
Damn.
Come on, man.
But you know what, Shiny Scott? That's fair, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he was molested as a boy, and a lot of times when you opened up sexually early, you are vulnerable to this type of thing. I got a friend of mine who was telling me, he's like, man, he said, I think the reason I'm this way, and he's horrible. He said the reason I'm this way, Rod, is that I had a woman sexually abused me as a child, and I never looked at it for what it was. But as a man now, he's like, yo, this is not a cool thing. D. Ray Davis was in the news a couple of weeks ago mentioning it, that he was molested by a woman. And, as a man, we have this sexual prowess thing that really, really is one of those things that nobody really thinks is fair. You know what I mean? As they move forward. It's a tough thing. Shanny Scott, there's a lot of layers to this thing.
Yeah, because Tasha K, Larry Reed, and John Gray got into that whole molestation piece, and Tasha was like, "Well, we was all molested. Everybody here been molested." So,
Kelly says that's what.
What? We all been abused, and that's something that I say. We've all been abused, but
is that true? I mean, that don't diminish the pain, though, does it?
It doesn't diminish the pain, but once you're an adult and you can identify, okay, this is why I do this. If you can identify it, then you can do something about it.
Right. And you keep putting yourself in that position. Like if you know you're weakly Like, you know how I love cake. I don't bring cake in the house.
Right.
Well, first of all, John Gray didn't bring the lady to the house.
The massage.
You get what I'm saying, though?
Cake?
It's like you keep going where they make cake. You keep
Right.
like, why are you doing that? Like, if you know you're weak to that, that's the last. And he got people. You got to have people around you.
Let me push back on that, HD, because you make a great point. And I haven't said this out loud to but a handful of people, but I'm a gambler.
Mm-hmm.
And at my best, I stay away.
Right.
But if I go for whatever reason, I'm subject to fall down the rabbit hole of gambling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm subject to spend thousands of dollars.
Oh, nice. Come with you.
Win them back. You know,
Hey, Shiny Scott, I wish I could.
When you do Vegas, take me with you.
You don't want to see this insanity. And so I know what the insanity is of an addiction. And so a guy like John Gray, very public figure, that doesn't diminish the addiction.
Right.
I don't know, not making excuses. What else we got, Shady Scott?
Wait, I ain't even talking. Y'all ain't asked me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Onika. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Okay, I think that if you are in a situation where you were molested, you need psychiatric help. You need therapy. It is your duty. And this is the thing. He's a pastor. You know that you have to go get some doggone help when you are the shepherd of people. It's different when people are following you, right? It's totally different when people are following you. So he has a duty to his congregation, his wife, and himself to go get help. So just to be able to say, well, you know, I got a problem. And then the church say, well, you know, he got a problem. They're just making excuses. And that ain't right. That ain't right. You got to go get help, you know, like.
And he's not just hurting himself, he's hurting people.
People, because they following him.
People who follow him and trust in his word are watching him that need help. And if they seeing that he's weak, then that's not nothing to fall on. You don't have that fiber, that rock to fall on, you know, to support you. You go to the church for support. But if you go to your church and they party and they popping it like it's loose, that ain't where I need to be.
Like it's loose.
I think it's tight.
But wait, but hold on, guys. You guys making some great points. But hold on. Like, does the fact that he went through this situation or other situations diminish the word? The word is the word.
Word is the word.
The word is but the word is the word. But at the end of the day, he has an obligation to that doggone church. Him. So many people don't even read the Bible. They just go listen to what the pastor say. Period. Right. Full stop. End of story. The kids are watching. That's the other piece that we don't really think about. Like as adults, we never think about the kids that's watching, right? Yes. That are lost, that are, you know, dejected and all these, and were molested. And so now what we telling them, oh, you just blame it. You can just blame it on the rain. Don't blame it on the rain. There's a time in your life as an adult. I've been through mad childhood trauma. My mother was pregnant with me at 15. So, you know, that was some bullshit. But I bet you I went to therapy for 8 years and I tried to figure it out because at the end of the day, I had these girls that I was raising that I needed to be an example for. So
you don't want to pass that trauma on to them.
Watching.
I did anyway, though. But you know what I'm saying? I tried. I wasn't in no chat room with no doggone masseuse. I tried. You know, and I ain't blame nobody. I you know, you just keep healing. The healing is a thing that you just keep continuing to do. When you see that there's a hole, you try to fill it, and that's his duty.
Hold on, everybody, stop right there. Shiny Scott, Onika, Hank Benson. Maybe it was just a little massage. Maybe he wasn't even thinking about it like that. Maybe, I'm just throwing it out there. The happy ending should be a part of the massage.
I think it should too. But I think that you can't do that. You must get your massages from only your wife when you're married and you're a Christian.
Or why don't you get some massages at the house? Why don't you have a massage come to the house and then see how the wife feel when you go, hey, hit me with that happy ending. She cool. See how awkward that is for everybody.
Do it, right. And let the kids watch.
HD, if you wouldn't do it in front of your wife, don't do it.
Let the kids watch.
Let the kids watch.
Everybody
let the kids watch.
Daddy in here getting the happy ending. Come on in here.
It ain't nothing wrong with it, then it ain't nothing wrong with it. Everybody should be able to see it. It's in the dark. Is the reason why it was a problem is because his wife didn't know about it and he was doing something in secret. Like, come on, stop playing. And I'm not saying people don't cheat because they do all the time, but when you a pastor, come on now.
And it's track record. It's like we keep talking about it.
And then he's on television and all these different things. Like, God, they give you getting a lot of money. You are getting a lot of money, sir. Like, come on, God is blessing you exponentially. Let's go. Come on, stop with the nonsense.
What was that word? How is he being blessed?
I mean, a lot. Sometimes I be using big words and I don't even know how to use them.
You were there though. I like the way you faded out.
You was real close. You was right.
I was making a good point, but I do that sometimes. I use like a big word and I don't even know how to say it, and then I just kind of make it low at the end. So people think I knew what I was talking about, but keep it simple, stupid. You know, God done blessed him abundantly.
A whole lot. Go ahead, Shani Scott.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. If your child killed your grandchild, would you be able to stand by your child?
Ooh. Was that his child?
If it's your child, like this is your son,
it's my child. Was the grandchild his child?
No, this is your other kid.
Wow.
Would you be able to stand by your son or daughter?
How? It depends on their how.
Man, stuff like that just fractures a family, man. That'll break a family in half.
Hired a hitman for the insurance money.
Oh no.
Would you be able to stand by say, well, Miss Robbie is in the news from Sweetie Pies. Now, you know, her son Tim is in jail right now for allegedly hiring a hitman to murder her grandson. Well, Miss Robbie,
stop right there. Stop right there. You telling me this is black people?
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So this happened about a year and a half ago, and Miss Robbie has finally spoke out about it, and she has decided that she is going to stand by her son Tim through this. She says that she's very hurt, she's distraught. You know, of course, she misses her grandson, but Tim is her son, so she's gonna stand by him and help him get through the process.
Get out of here. Okay, so wait. Is this one of the young gentlemen that was on the show?
Yeah, Tim was the son that
I know the son was, but the grandson.
Yeah, so the grandson showed up on the show, I think in season 2, because he got sent to stay with them. There was some other issues going on, but the young man graduated high school, was actually went out to LA with Tim to try to help him open up that other Sweetie Pies. And Tim allegedly was having some money issues, and the grandson ended up being the fall guy to help him get this $200,000 that he needed to get out of the hole.
$200,000?
That's it, $200,000.
Oh my God, the price of a life, man. Goodness gracious.
He put $200,000 on his own son's head.
It's
on
not
his nephew. It's his nephew, Andre.
Family. $200,000?
I didn't know how they know that he had an insurance policy. That's the thing.
Well, Tim took the insurance policy out on it.
Your audio is going down for some reason, Onika.
Oh, it is? Let me see.
Yeah, when Andre came to stay with them, Tim took an insurance policy out on him. So they're alleging that Tim plotted this over some years. Like, it wasn't something that just happened at the, just one day he woke up and said, I'm going to do this. They're alleging that Tim actually planned it out, and that's why he got the insurance policy on.
Wow, that is absolutely insane, guys. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Man, that again, that'll cripple a family. But this fame is intoxicating. And when you face the idea of losing the money, having been a celebrity, it could affect you that way. And how about this? Too many white folks around. Because far as I'm concerned, at least this white folk crime.
Yeah. Because it's thought out. Like, this is thought out. Somebody told him. Somebody was like, yeah, this is what you can do. That's somebody got to put that idea in your head and make you feel like.
I don't know.
I don't know what's wrong, Onika, but we cannot hear you at all.
At all? Okay.
Well, I hear you a little, very faintly.
Okay, let me try to put
That made my stomach hurt. Where you get that? Ooh.
What, that story?
Yeah.
Is it fine now?
You're getting there.
It's better, but
oh Lord.
Thank you, Amir A. Rock, still in the building.
It's in and out?
Yeah.
That's much better, much better.
But is it much better?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Look at God.
John Gray is working with your mic.
He said, shut the heck up, lady, talking about. No, you're right.
Yo, let's do this. How many more stories we got?
Well, there's one on R. Kelly. You know, they're getting ready to sentence him. And
hold on, stay right there, Shiny Scott.
Okay.
Let's take a break. Let's reset to the top of the hour and pick up that R. Kelly story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I need a drink. That was heavy.
I didn't even get to talk about it.
We not finished, old nigga.
We'll be back.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Sean, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawneeScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawneeScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawneeScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Sean. Yeah.
She tried to kill me. No, for real. She tried to kill me. I woke up. She had a pillow on my face, a pillow. But what she don't know is I got sleep apnea. So half the night I don't be breathing no way. Found out stuff about my wife over these 200, 300 days. I found out my wife is passive aggressive. That means when something wrong, she won't tell you something wrong. You just got to figure it out. Okay, not only is she passive aggressive, she's also lactose intolerant. So she get mad, she won't tell me, she go downstairs and drink a half a gallon of milk. Now I gotta sleep through Beirut. Pew, pew.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. It is going down the way that it always does. Let me get my people back on the screen. Shiny Scott on the air. Comedian Hank Denson. Onika Comedy. Onika, you got a son. You got a grandson. Mm-hmm. Who do you support?
The grandson.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, and it's true. You get that money and then it's so addictive. And then to be taken away, you trying to scramble for it because you get all this highlight and you get all this fame and fortune and attention, and then you want to keep it. But nah, we Black. Y'all know better than that. We do the old-fashioned way. Somebody died naturally, then we fight over the money. Like, I don't know.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah, you don't kill somebody. You do it the way like Raising in the Sun. You get mad, you get the little inheritance, and then everybody got their plan for the money that they ain't work for.
If you're not making $158,000.
What is that? Okay. I'm not making $158,000. But all I'm saying is, right, I don't understand that. But what I was saying is the TikTok tell you all these things about insurances and how you can do this and you can do that. And you laying there just scrolling, listening to these people saying stuff. And if you ain't got a pot to piss in the window to throw it out, you may be looking at your nephew like he ain't really doing nothing with his life. Like, it's not like nobody really gonna miss him. He just sitting up there trying to pop fake bottles and stuff. I get it why you would really want to take a couple of these kids out, but don't
do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yo,
you gotta wait. What he should have did was just put the insurance on the oldest member of the family. See, he was doing it the cheap way because if you insure a kid, it's cheaper. The premiums are cheaper. So if you get to an old person, just get some old aunt, make them sign the paper, barely can, and then
so he should have got the mama.
Yeah, but Sweetie Pie not that old yet. You got to get her mama. Where's Miss Mabel? Like, you got to get Miss Mabel on her way out.
You ain't gonna get no $200,000 from Miss Mabel.
I mean, he could have got term insurance and just took the money out on his life insurance that he put on the kid. I mean, he wouldn't pay no taxes on it. He wouldn't be going to jail. I don't know.
But he didn't have no money for that.
Wow, this is a crazy story. Shiny Scott.
Yeah.
R. Kelly is about to be sentenced.
Yeah, so they're thinking of giving him.
He been in jail for like 5 years. He hasn't been sentenced.
No, he's charged on so many different things, and so they're finally at the sentencing stage, and they're looking at 25 years. Well, one of his victims, her name is Lizette Martinez. She says that she feels like 25 years is not enough. He should get a life sentence to make up for everything that he's done to her. Now, outside of Lizette, they also talked to Kitty, and it's interesting. I know Kitty. Kitty and I used to work at the radio station together, and Kitty is just like her take on it is it doesn't really matter how much he gets because it won't change, what has happened and all the lives that he destroyed. And with Kitty, it's interesting because we watched the whole R. Kelly thing happen with her, and she thought she was his girlfriend and that he was moving her to Chicago. And, she became a part of the show and she found out otherwise. So not sure what's going to happen to R. Kelly. As a female, I don't know if 25 years is enough. I don't know if I feel like he should have a life sentence because at 17, I had an encounter with R. Kelly.
Really?
And it didn't make sense to me until Surviving R. Kelly came out. So at 7, I was in college when I was 17.
Can you share, Shani Scott?
Yeah. So R. Kelly was coming to town and we wanted to go to the concert. We're in college. We college girls. We're freshmen. We went, I ain't look nothing like this. I had my hair in a ponytail. We had some.
You look like a little girl.
T-shirts. Yeah, we look like little girls. We didn't know nothing about dressing up. I'm the mouthpiece in the group. I'm the one that I do all the talking. So we get there and we go backstage. We go to the back where the buses and everything are, and I'm talking. I'm like, well, we want to see R. Kelly, and we don't have tickets, but you should let us in because we're hardworking college students. So they let us in, and I'm feeling like, oh, I'm the bomb.com. I got us up in here. They take us to the tour bus. We don't get to see the show, but we go to the tour bus. We stand outside the tour bus. When Kelly gets off stage, there's a line of women there that want to, take pictures with him, get autographs or whatever. And they move us to the front of the line. So we're like, oh, we up in this thing. Hey, we can meet R. Kelly. We all excited.
Wow.
And he comes out and we he signs our little autographs. That's all we had. We had little pens and pieces of paper. And once he finished with us, it was 3 of us. The bodyguard said, "Okay, y'all come over here," and he moved us back closer to the tour bus, to the door of the tour bus.
Okay.
Okay, me, Shawnee. I'm petty. He still got my pen. I said, I'm gonna need my pen. I need my pen back. They should have their own pen to get autographs. And he didn't respond. And the security guard was just like, "Okay, just chill. It's okay." And I was like, "No, I'm gonna need my pen. I'm a college student. I need my pen. He should have a pen. He's a millionaire, So now I'm, here." And he looked at me over his shades and he threw the pen at me. And I picked it up and I said, "Thank you." And the security guard looked at us. He said, "Okay, ladies, we're gonna walk y'all out now." And we left. But we were happy because we got the autograph. When I see Surviving R. Kelly, then I'm like, oh, it wasn't that I had a mouthpiece. I was 17. And if I didn't have such a big mouth, I would have been on that bus and ain't no telling where I would have ended up. So I can't say how I really, because thinking about it like that, it's like, dang, he really would have took advantage of us. And we thinking that we meeting our favorite singer.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but okay. I don't want to say nothing that's gonna get me damn canceled.
You're not gonna get canceled.
At the end of the day, the ball is always in his court because he's the grown man.
Yes.
Right. And a quick personal story. My biological father was a grown man when he impregnated my mother with me. My mother always framed it like they were in love, right? But toward the end of her life, she was like, "You know what, Rodney? He took advantage of me. Mm-hmm. He was a grown up, and he had to. He should have. Even though I was a hot, fast little young girl, he should have pushed me away. And he has that ownership of that, and it was that revelation that makes me pause at stories like that, because the man always has the ability to stop it right here. Whether you're John Gray or R. Kelly. Now, do I think the man should get life? I'm gonna say no. I don't think he should get life. He is a sick man. Mm-hmm. He needs some help. I've heard stories from people that were close to him. And how about this? If you're going to take R. Kelly down, there's a lot of people that will party to it. Parents, bodyguards that knew exactly. There was nothing in Chicago for us to know. I remember being in high school and grown men would pick up high school girls all the time.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. My high school, I know.
So, I get it, man. I don't think the guy should get life. 20. He been in jail 5 of the 25.
And he still has some other charges that he has to face back in Chicago.
Right.
So,
but who knows if they all run concurrently or they stacked on to the end of his sentence? Who knows? Wow, Onika, am I way off base on this, or what's your thoughts?
I think that R. Kelly is a predator, right? And I feel like people should just use him. They're using him as an example, which they should, because like you said, there are plenty grown men that are at high schools. But just because there's plenty of grown men at high schools don't mean it's right. And often what happens, like, a lot of young girls have the same story. They was dating this older man and he was buying them all these things. And then what happens is now sex is just a currency exchange. And you teach the girls so young that that's what it is, right? But they're really being manipulated. They're being manipulated, they're being played, and they're being preyed upon. And then what happens to young women that people, I'm not going to say they don't realize. What happens to young women is they don't trust their own judgment. right? So you get into these situations before your frontal lobe develop. You ain't even got your full brain. You dumb for real because you do not have your full brain. And that part of the brain helps with reasoning and delayed gratification and planning and all that kind of stuff. And you don't have that. You don't have that ability yet. And then people take advantage of you. So then you don't trust yourself. And then you start thinking sex is currency.
Wow. Wow, that frontal lobe piece is really interesting because you maybe you just aren't equipped. Hank Denson, you know, we're girl dads, you know, you can't get to my daughter.
Yeah, I don't like nobody.
You can't get to my daughter, dude. Shani Scott, they can't get to your babies. Or can they? Hank Denson, what's your thought?
Anika hit it on the head. That frontal lobe is not developed. And when do we start telling our Black women that they're valued? So if we don't show them at this case their value, when will they see that there's somebody stood up for what was going on to our Black females? Because they trafficking them, they talk bad to them, all this stuff goes on to them, and then we gonna let one of our own, a Black man that we was dancing to, do our daughters and our women wrong again? When do we stand up and go, okay, yeah, bye, we had enough? Because if we don't stand up for us when we're doing us wrong, how we expect them to care? How we expect them to treat us right? Because they not gonna treat us right. I've been down to Clark a couple of times. I had a couple of cousins that went to Clark, and they were coming in from up north, and they were 17. Them drug dealers was old, hanging out around Clark in that CAU, picking them girls up, taking them off, no telling what they was doing, because they ain't never seen that kind of money. You pull up with some rims, you throwing money at me and chicken wings. I ain't never had, you know what I mean? My mom, I'm free. And you don't know that you get manipulated to ruin your college career. And you don't know that they're breaking something in that, like she said, that frontal lobe that you never get back. Once you lose that piece of you, you'll never get that back. And we have to protect that with our Black women as much as possible because they're so creative, so smart. They switch out, and sex is the currency instead of them being they're not in their brain and what they can do to this world being the currency.
Man, y'all smart, man. Shani Scott, what we got? Is that it?
Well, Dame Dash, Jay-Z are back in the news over that. Remember, at one point they wanted to turn Reasonable Doubt into a
NFT.
An NFT. So they have come to an agreement, and it can be done.
Okay.
So
because Jay-Z wasn't trying to do business with him, right?
Back.
Jay-Z wasn't trying to do business with Dame.
He wasn't. He actually sued him. But there was, when Reasonable Doubt came out, like the way their whole business structure was set up. I mean, Dame is really smart. You know, he knows how to do business. He is a businessman, so he got it set up not just in his favor. To me, you know, it business is black and white, so it benefited them both. But Jay wanted to go off and do some other things and not include him. So, you know, Jay acknowledged him at some awards ceremony. I can't remember which one. So hopefully we can see a Jay and Dame recount. I want to see that. Like, I would like to see those two guys work together again because they, you know, created some magic in memorable times.
You're so right. You're so right, Shiny Sky. I mean, that album is such a moment in time, and it's a perfect storm. So they needed each other, and I know Jay-Z has went on to make billions of dollars, but come on, man. I mean, who knows what can happen if these guys get back together? Your thoughts, Onika?
I think that would be awesome if they got back together, but I just feel like they're very, very different men at this point. I don't think that it's gonna like work. I think that the NFT will be fine, but them having future collaborations, Jay-Z still ain't talking to Kanye.
Jay-Z Betty.
Jay-Z
said, I got my money.
He ain't never talking to Kanye. And the reason why him and Dame kind of broke up is because like they were supposed to dismantle Rockefeller. And then they dismantled Rockefeller, and then Jay-Z took the name and did it again. So like he did some misdealings with him. And you know, when you're that close, sometimes it's really hard to come back together.
Wow. Jay-Z is a shrewd dude. Hey, Disson. I mean, we friends. We doing business. Can you? How do you keep your feelings from getting in it?
You can't, man. Like, you got to think about it. This even ties to some R. Kelly stuff because remember he did that tour. Jay-Z was telling him that R. Kelly and all, and they did that tour together. And Damon Dash was like, nah, this dude is dirty, man. But he wanted to be out and get that money. So sometimes on your way up, you get blinded by the money when your boy that helped you was telling you that you're making those wrong steps. So that's why Damon Dash is locking up a lot of stuff that he don't want to let him to do, because he's like, you're not going to walk over me when I tried to help you. Now you want to drag me. So now you want to drag me because you got this money, but now I know this business. So you ain't going to just walk over me. And then Jay-Z's in a spot now where he water, you know what I mean? He move like water now, so he think he can do it. But like Shawnee said, business is business. So he just lock it in. I just know they never be the same, because I remember in a couple of interviews that was rocky because of the whole R. Kelly thing. And he was like, yo, you doing a tour with this dude? Don't do a tour with this. He doing this to these girls. And what he was doing to Aaliyah and all that. He's like, yo, you dirty for that because you see it. And if you seeing it, and I know you as my brother, you ain't the same dude I do business with.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Shani?
Yeah, I remember that when Jay went on the Best of Both Worlds tour with him. Eventually, he did come out and say that, he saw some things that were unacceptable that he didn't agree with, and he felt a certain type of way about this deal with R. Kelly, which I've heard other people say that about R. Kelly.
They had a fight or something like that, because I know in the middle, I remember I was at the concert and R. Kelly wouldn't come out because Tata was supposed to try to have stabbed him or something, which is Jay-Z's man, and R. Kelly refused to come out. But Usher was in the audience, Mary J. Blige was in the audience, a bunch of people was in the audience to see the Best of Both Worlds tour, and I was there, and they just got on stage. So Usher performed, Mary performed, and the people that were in the audience performed with Jay-Z because R. Kelly refused.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a dope show because I loved those buses came out on the stage, like you sitting there watching, and then all of a sudden two tour buses just bust out on the stage. So we got it before it got to y'all and all that drama happened. We got the first leg of it, but it was hot. And I can't say, people say, well, do you still listen to R. Kelly's music? And I don't intentionally do it, but if I'm in the car and my playlist is going, like the other day, the song he did with Cassidy, Hotel, came on. And I'm just going and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm listening to R. Kelly. Yeah.
That's my this is what I want to know. How much jail time do we need to give him so I can listen to the music? If you need to give him life, I'm just saying. Like, I need that. If I could, they can he doing life so we can listen to the music now. What up,
wow.
I think give him life, because I feel like you can separate the art from the artist, because most artists are crazy as shit.
Wow.
Yeah. And let his estate build up for his kids, because he does have kids, so we gonna punish them too.
Well, they gotta suffer.
For they daddy.
I know. Like my daughter is friends with Robert, with his son.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because the mother lives here in Atlanta, and they, my daughter went to high school with Robert. Man, how about this? This little boy is talented. Wow. He is a producer, and damn. R. Kelly is not only a horrible guy when it comes to women, he's probably not a great dad either.
Oh wow.
Which is horrible.
Well, but sometimes you be a great dad. I know some real horrible men. Horrible. And I know we all do. And we friends with them, and we like just disgusting towards women. Just disgusting.
Oh yeah. I know some killers who love their kids.
Mm-hmm.
I know some. Bow bow. Hey, bring my baby in here.
That part.
Bring my cupcake in here.
Compartmentalize. I said that right? Compartmentalize.
Yeah. That was perfect. Yo, the name of the show is Rodney Perry Live. I am Rodney Perry. That's Shiny Scott on air. HD is in the building. Onika McClain is in the building. Let's take a break. When we come back, dear Uncle Rodney, we'll be right back.
Great having you. Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah. What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No. I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
What up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. We're supposed to have Bob Sumner on the show today. Bob says he's not feeling well. He's under the weather. I say he flaked.
Okay.
You see him
But that's okay.
You see him on another show?
No, I do not.
You be watching people Instagram stories. Let me see if you really sick, because I don't.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I flaked yesterday on this dude's movie, so it's karma.
Oh,
It's all karma. Let's get the show underway. Let's keep it cracking. You guys are doing a fabulous job. First of all, thank you, both of y'all. Shiny Scott, it's time for Ask Uncle Rodney.
Okay. So here we go. Dear Uncle Rodney, I really like this one game that you play, the one-up game that you play on the show, but I have a real life one-up situation on my hands. I'm the only Black female executive at my firm, and being at the top of my game is a must. I don't talk about my personal life and what I've acquired at work unless asked. There's one particular coworker, Marcus, who thinks we're in competition. I get a 12-inch lace front. He gets a 16-inch HD lace front. I get a new pair of red bottoms. He gets 3 pairs. I got a new Louis Vuitton briefcase. He bought a Birkin bag. It's never ending. Hell, I brought a sexy chocolate man to the company Christmas party, and he brought some green-eyed, curly-haired man from the Bahamas. Do I just ignore Marcus or go buy a jet and fly my ass away from him?
All right, guys. The one-up in real life. HD. Have you ever had somebody try to one-up you? Every time you tell them you doing something, they gotta outdo you?
All the time. That's what comedians do. Dude, I just opened up for Jesus. Really? Oh, okay. Well, that's amazing. Yeah, I'm going on a 20-city tour. How am I supposed to top that? You know?
Hilarious.
I just be like, all right,
dog.
Put your ego away. They sound crazy, right? And they probably look crazy to other people, and they could be using that money to do something else, right? And for y'all to sit around and they looking at one of they must be friends because they communicating. How she paying attention, he paying attention. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. How long they been doing this? Like it's ridiculous. I know one up. I know the people who one up. I used to play the game sometimes, and then but I was making up stuff. I was like, yeah, man, shoot. I know all of them. Michael Jackson, Tito, all of them. Man,
Onika McClain.
Yeah, but it don't do you nothing. You leave with a pit in your stomach. Even if you are at the top of the one up, you live with a pit in your stomach because people really don't like you, and you're not building any real moments with those people. If you're gonna build a real moment with somebody, don't make it a competition.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Onika.
Yeah.
You got stuff going on. You happen to mention it to your friend. Should you have just shut the hell up? People can't one up you if you don't tell them what you got going on.
Yeah, but they in a frenemy. They not even friends. Cause friends are happy for one another, right? So what they doing to one another is they both doing that to each other. She's just as guilty as he is because you can't have a competition with somebody if you refuse to play. right? So if you my friendships are supportive, right? But they weren't always supportive. And there would be times when I'll be like, I want to get this car. And then my friend just pull up with it. Oh, my husband bought it. Your husband ain't bought you that shit. You made him get it. And then I'd be all mad, but I just have to leave those kind of people alone because I wasn't my best self in those relationships. So I don't even have those kind of relationships anymore. But that competition kind of thing, it really leaves you lonely.
Yep, toxic. It's super
because you want the stuff for yourself, not you should be wanting things for you, not to make people feel away. Like, what are we talking about?
All right, Shiny Scott.
I just think it's a petty little game that they're playing. She like she said, she really don't have to pay attention to what he's doing. Why are you watching so hard what he's doing? Could be that he just doing because it's what he wants to do. Or what's wrong with me seeing that, Onika got the Gucci bag back there, the pink one. I think I want to go get the yellow one. What's wrong with that? It's not.
I'm happy. You gotta be happy. Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Ask Uncle Rodney. Here goes. It's a woman. It's a gay dude. Listen to me, ma'am. Leave the gays alone. The gays are better than you. Leave these gay dudes alone. They got unlimited resources.
Yeah, that LG money is long.
You cannot beat him in a game of one up. He don't have no kids. He don't have nobody drawing on his paper. You get a plane, he might start hovering. You're gonna lose. Leave this man alone. All you do next time he went up you, be like, you know what? God bless you, brother. Get out of there. Well, Rodney Perry, how come I gotta go? Because you can't beat him.
That's true.
Yeah.
Women, I'll be like, hold your stomach in, at least. Like women, we be like, anyway. Gay guys be like,
Leave that dude alone, man.
And he's a man, and he competitive. He probably
How about this, guys? I'm gonna say this too. We gotta embrace our gay brothers and sisters. Mostly our brothers, though, because the revolution is coming.
You don't need everybody.
You're gonna need the gays. They still men. You're gonna need these guys when the revolution start and these white folks start shooting up stuff. You're gonna need the gays, and the gays got rules you ain't got. It's a fact, Hank. Stay with me on this.
What's the rule?
You get ready to fight, you throw up your dukes. Gay dude use that right there. So.
What's the noise?
So. It's offense, it's defense. The revolution is coming.
It is.
I'm just saying.
They're getting the guns ready.
So final word, lady. Thanks for hitting me up on Ask Uncle Rodney. You can send us an email, Rodney@RodneyPerry.com. If you want to ask Uncle Rodney, my advice is BS. If you're relying on me to help your life, you're an idiot. If you need Rodney Perry, and I'll be honest, Shani Scott, and other people I don't like, people that do couples therapy, but they've been married less than 10 years. You can't tell me nothing unless you got 20 plus.
They conduct.
They
all you got to do is communicate, and as you communicate, shut up.
Shut up.
You know who else is like that? Sierra. You just found you a good man. Now we got to say your prayer. First of all, Future was your last man. Like, what
how about that? And why you twerking on the truck, Sierra?
You got you a good man. Now you're an expert, girl. You just tripped into that.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Hey, Susan, how many years you got?
Man, we had 16. No, 18.
I'll listen to you.
18.
He don't even know.
18.
18.
I'll listen to you. Onika, your longest relationship.
17 years.
I'll listen to you.
Yeah. No, you don't want to listen to what I was doing.
Yeah.
That just could have lasted 4. You don't listen to
I was thinking about this. We're all got girls. My daughter is in love with a new dude.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Right. So I just found out the other day the dude has a child.
Oh man.
So she's 21. He must be at or around that age. The child is 1 year old.
Ooh.
I had a child when I met my wife. Matter of fact, I had 2.
He forgot about one.
Okay.
Shani Scott.
All right.
As your daughters mature, join the dating world.
Oh Lord.
Is that something you would caution them against?
Oh, absolutely.
Or is this a world where you can't get around meeting a guy that already got children?
No, I think you can, I think there'll be guys for them that don't have kids. It's hard because we're at this stage now where I'm having to realize that my daughters are not me, and I can't expect them to behave like I behaved when I was their age. And when I married their dad is I think their dad like 10 years older than me. He had 2 kids, and that was something my mom kept telling me. It's like, well, she would always say, you don't want to, you don't have any kids, you don't marry nobody with kids. And I love my stepsons, love nothing against them. But if I could go back and do it again, I think I would have rather, had it where I was with somebody that didn't have kids, because I was so young, at the time.
Why so? Shani, was he just not attentive, or he had other responsibilities? Doesn't that prove the type of guy he is, that he's taking care of his child?
No. See, that's the thing, because I took care of the kids. Wow. It wasn't like that. So and it's like I say, this is just my experience. Not saying that this happens with everybody, but I would say a man can find a woman. A man that has kids can always find a woman that'll come in and do everything 100%. As a single mom, I'm not gonna find a man that's gonna come in and be like, okay, I got this, I got that, on a consistent basis and do it every day. But men can always find women that'll come in and say, okay, I'm mom. That's not to say that, I haven't, had a man that wasn't helpful and brought structure and whatnot to the house to help me, understand some things better about being a mom and a parent. But I don't think my experience has been, I haven't gotten that same level of support. And with the boys, with my ex-husband's sons, it was me that would be like, well, why you ain't got kids this weekend? You need to pick the boys. The boys need to come down here so their mom can have a break. And again, I'm 10 years younger than him.
Wow.
Saying this. So it's, I would rather my girls be able to go through it and, just have their own family and not have to deal with all that. But at the end of the day, it's their decision. And I have to trust whatever they come up with. They part of me. So
I told my daughter, I said, just watch him. This y'all first weekend spending time together. Just watch him and look for red flags. Don't just keep yourself. I think women can sometimes become glazed over when they get into a new relationship. Mm-hmm. Miss Onika, what's your thoughts?
So I remember my daughter was talking to this guy that had a kid, and I was like, I don't think that that's a good idea, because you want you're first to be there first, right? But she was still kind of like dealing with him. And then the other piece of it is when you're dealing with somebody that has children, now you got to look at what kind of father they are. Like some things you want to try to just discover together, you know. And my older daughter, she's gay, so I just hope that they don't have no kids, because I just don't want to be no grandma. I'm good. I don't want to take care of nothing else, not even a plant. Like I'm good. So
You'll be a great granny. What's gonna be your name, Onika? What are you gonna be? A glamour? What you gonna be?
Where did that lady go? The one. I'm done.
She said, "Where's that lady? Where is that lady?" Yo, joining us, the man, myth, the legend himself. He's got a show coming to MediaRoom360.com. He goes by the name of JP Justice Laughs. Welcome to the show, JP Justice.
JP in the building. Hold on, because I don't want people to look into my eyes. I'm right now trying to hide my soul from people. Hold on, let me just put this on.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, Hollywood.
Trying to hide my soul from people. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Shani. Good morning, Onika, and my man Hank. What up, Hank?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, JP, you have daughters. It's almost inevitable as they begin to date and live their lives that they may end up dating a guy that has children already. Are you anti that?
I tell my daughter, if you ain't take it out here, don't bring it back.
You can't bring no kids back?
Nah. You know, there's nothing really much you can say. I will give the baby the side eye. Like, don't get it twisted. I will be giving this baby at Thanksgiving. He was like, I was cranberry sauce. And that's gonna be like this. Hey, my kid. What's wrong? we just gave him cranberry sauce. You want more cranberry sauce?
Yeah, that's a greedy ass kid.
It's a greedy ass kid. Who is mama? Why mama ain't giving no cranberry sauce? But no, I don't really mind. Like, after a while, you relinquish what it is you expect from them, and just hope that they make the best decisions.
Right.
Wow. Well said, man.
And this is coming from a guy whose daughter constantly wants to tell me about. You have to talk to us. Give us. You just have to express and let us know. And then she put cat litter down the toilet, the tub. She was and so I'm like, did I really have to talk to you about that? Is that something that we had to talk about? You know what I'm saying? So,
yo, my man.
You know one thing.
HD in the place to be.
You know one thing I will say, Rodney.
Go ahead.
Let me ask Hank and you, Rodney, as men, how we carry ourselves as men having daughters. Did it change you? Did it like for me, I have 4 daughters. I've been used to dealing with life as this guy that I've been, that now having these daughters, and even as they get older, I think it's even getting worse as they get older. Like they want to stop and fill me with the emotion. But I've never dealt with emotion before. Like I don't deal in emotion. That's not how.
They're right there, JP. Hold that thought. HD, you're a girl dad too. Are you worried about her coming home with a boy with children?
Well, you know, Jordan is bisexual, so she's not coming home with no dude.
Oh, so we all got one of those. I was.
Is that easier for you?
No, it's not easier because she's still my baby girl, and no matter what, it was weird how I learned how to get the verbiage to talk to her. My barber is a lesbian, and she's been cutting my hair for 15 years.
Right.
And there's questions that I would ask her that I have to ask my daughter, because I wasn't sure on what to say because I'm, like I said, we going in the door like, you ain't doing this. And, you know, this is a lifestyle that I grew up Pentecostal. father, so my parent, everything in the Bible.
Ain't no gays in your world.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can't dump that on her. I can't. And I mean, I was, as a little girl, it'd be like, I used to try to make her wear little blue and this and little pink. And she'd be like, nah, give me the jersey. And I'll be like, okay. Did she date those boys? And then it was, so I was, and she's a real tall, beautiful, pretty girl.
Yeah.
So dude's attention doesn't stop coming. So I'm still in a restaurant with her now. Like, what's this nigga looking at? What is he?
Right.
I'm like, she got twists. The dude is still. She was like, Daddy, they still be on me. I'm like, okay. So
wow.
But in anybody, these kids are gonna do what they want to do. Your job is to educate them. People keep them off the pole, the pipe, and educate them. And that's all you can do after that, man. Because they're gonna do what they want to do. The more you say something, the more they're gonna do that.
Come on,
they
now.
will do the opposite. They will definitely do the opposite. JP asked a great question. As a father, are you a better man because you have daughters? I know I am.
I didn't say better.
I'm asking a different question.
You said more emotional.
Yeah, because I'm dealing in emotions that I've never dealt with, bro. I don't know if that's better because I find myself.
You're absolutely better because you're in touch with your emotions,
bro. I never dealt with emotions like this, so for me, I don't.
Come on, JP, give me a hug. Come on.
Oh, there we go.
He would have paused me. He would have paused me 10 years ago.
I'm getting ready to pause you in a few minutes. I'm gonna be like this. Yo, what you doing on the air, man? Pause, bro. What's up?
Word up, B. No, but I mean, I think, like I will say this. I know my daughters will take care of me at the end of the day. Like when I'm old and gray, my daughters are gonna do whatever they gotta do to take care of me. My son is gonna be unfreaking available. I can see it already. My son's like, yeah, Doc, I'm sorry, but I can't make it over there.
Don't you got a home attendant?
Yeah, I got you. I gave you $8, Dad. Come on.
He'll be like, he fell. What he fell on? I told him to sit down. What? See, he don't listen. That's how he fell.
Oh, Nika, are your daughters gonna take care of you when you old and gray?
No, I already set it up with my girlfriends. I'm not gonna wait for these jokers to do nothing for me. We're gonna live like the Golden Girls. I'm gonna move to Charlotte with my homegirl. We're gonna all pitch our money in together and get us a home attendant that's kind of younger and take care of us. I'm not waiting for my kids to do nothing for me. I can't wait for them to do nothing for me right now. I'll be like, y'all, it's Mother's Day. I know, Mom. Let me tell you what happened. Oh, you gotta tell me what happened on Mother's Day. These niggas is 20. So could you imagine when they 40 and I'm like 80? Hell no. I'm good.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Shiny Scott, I know your baby's got your back when you get old and gray.
Well, yeah, I think they'll take care of me. They are of the mindset they really don't want to leave home, and I've always told them they don't have to. They can stay with me as long as they want. But that's just me, But we'll see. We'll see what happens because when they get some real boyfriends and husbands, we'll see.
Because you don't want all of them living there. That's a lot.
You don't. Hey, we're almost coming down the tail end. We're at the last quarter of the show. Thank you, guys. The name of the show is Rodney Perry Live. I am Rodney Perry. Thank you to Shiny Scott on air. She is Media Room 360. You can do everything with this show from the app, or you can go to the Facebook, the LinkedIn, the YouTube, Twitter, doggone Twitch. We got it all.
Mm-hmm.
Coming aboard next month. Step into the AM.
On the 20th.
Is this month?
Next week? Monday.
Next week.
Next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God, man. It's happening so fast.
Listen.
All
bro.
right.
Hey, and Shiny, I just got
you coming down the stretch of the show.
It was in my spam. It was in my spam folder. I was going, is she not going to email me? Then I looked at it.
It's already there. Shiny Scott gonna send an email. Best concert you ever attended. Best concert. Think about it.
I got mine. You ain't got to tell me.
I got mine too.
You got yours, HD. You got yours. Shiny Scott, you've been to a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with Shiny Scott. Best concert.
Best concert ever. Rolling Stones.
Really?
The Rolling Stones. I felt like I was a part of history to see Mick Jagger come out there and still in the rain at that, because it was raining. He performed at the Cotton Bowl a couple months back. And
you saw him recently?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And I was like, this is probably, he's 80 years old. This is like probably one of the last times that he'll perform.
Wow.
Well, they'll perform as a group, you know. So
you saying Mick Jagger about to die? You glad you saw him?
Mm-hmm. I wish I would have took the girls with me.
Was it still this Mick Jagger?
Look, Mick was all over the stage. He was did not slow him down. I mean, he sang. It wasn't auto tune. He put on a show for a straight hour and about 45 minutes.
Get out of here! Way to go, Mick Jagger. That's hot. That's hot, Shiny Scott. JP Justice, best concert.
1986. I was a poet, and I entered this poetry contest for the Daily News, and I
Stop
won.
right there. Stop. You're not about to say that without me addressing that. You was a freaking poet?
An unfeeling poet. He can't deal with his emotions, but he's a poet.
Yeah, I used to write poetry like, and the can feels and we see in this city, it was real.
All right, go ahead. You was a poet. Go ahead.
I won tickets, front row seats to the Michael Jackson Bad concert.
Oh my God.
Listen, I literally sat right here to the Pointer Sisters, and when I recognized, I said, "Oh, that's the Pointer Sisters." I never looked back at them ever again throughout the whole concert. I took my boy George, because me and George like Michael Jackson, and we was something happened, and Michael Jackson came across. I mean, literally within feet of me, probably no farther than like 20, 30 feet from me was Michael Jackson. And listen, bro, when he did this and pointed in the audience and pointed my way, yo, Rodney, just like your joke, I was about to go, ah! I felt the energy. I was like, he pointed to me. I can see why you see them those TV shows when you see people bugging out when listen, electrifying. Wow.
Get out of here. How old were you?
16.
You saw Michael Jackson at 16?
Yeah, bro. And here's something even better. As I was going to the concert, he was staying in a hotel across the street to Pennsylvania. I seen him cross the street with like 30, 40 bodyguards run across the street into Madison Square Gardens. And I was like, yo, that's Michael Jackson. And the street blocked off, and you see him doing his little Michael Jackson little run when he run with his little security. And I said, oh my God. And then I rushed in Madison Square Gardens, bro. It was amazing.
Wow, that's bananas, man. Great story, JP. HD.
Man. It was so crazy about that, JP. I saw that same concert in Hartford, Connecticut.
There you go, bro.
But that's not my best. That's not the best one. I went to Prince's last concert here.
You sure did?
In Atlanta. And he played it all in piano. He came out with a cane and he rocked everything. No band, piano, and just played. And I just had tears. I was like, yo, this is me and Shaka Zulu. His manager, we almost got kicked out because they don't want you to take no pictures and videos. So we were both on each end.
You got video?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to say that. I don't.
Wait, you talking about the one that afterwards he took the plane to Minneapolis and died?
I laminated. As soon as I got to the house, I was like, I heard the news. I was like, oh, I gotta laminate this ticket.
Oh my!
I had the ticket in my humidor, and dude, it was. I can't even, because I've seen Michael Jackson, but Prince playing the piano through all his songs. Like every song, just piano and him. He'd get up and he'd stomp his foot, and the place would just get chill. And then know that was the last time on this planet.
Yeah.
Who knew, man?
I got a great Prince story, bro. Listen, this Prince story.
It's not your turn. They're right there, JP. Nigga McClain.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Best concert all time.
JP be taking over.
Yeah. Like, what the,
Fuck that. I got a Prince story.
Yeah, so I do have a Prince story. So I did see Prince. It was like a bunch of Hare Krishnas and stuff, but that's not my best. That wasn't my best concert. My best concert, I was probably like 11, and my mother took me and my sister to see Luther Vandross. I know she thought we was her friends, but when I tell you, and it was big.
You saw Luther in the round too, huh?
Yes, and when I tell you, it was steps. It was steps that he had on a thing, and when he did the song "Creep, Creep, Creep," every time he would step, it would light up. I was like, ah! I just wanted to use the Vandross. I was like 11. I could not believe his showmanship was so amazing. Like it was in everything was thought out, and I was just in awe like this. It's like a kid in the circus. It was so amazing. Luther Vandross at Madison Square Garden. My mother. She need to really get her shit together because you was supposed to. That's all.
Yes.
Yo, JP, go ahead and tell your Prince story.
Yo, so we had a club here in Manhattan. I think it was the Shark Bar. I can't really remember, but you know, it was a regular night. Everybody was just really having fun. I wasn't even there for comedy. We was just all having a good time, drinking, all that kind of stuff. And this big burly white dude with white beard, white hair, everything walks in. And we go, oh, what the hell is this? This looks funny to us because it was black people, and then this big white dude with white hair, blah blah blah. Then this little tiny guy comes in, and he gets to the front where the stage is, and he does, bro, just like in a movie or something like that. He does such things. He did just like this, and he looked around, and the place went ballistic.
Wow.
Prince walks in. He grabs the microphone. He goes, I got some things on my chest. Do you mind if I play for y'all for a little while? Ain't nobody gonna say no. 2.5 hours later, this man just went in, and then he took his marker and wrote "slave" on his face. That's when he started wearing the word "slave" on his face. So so the rumor is that he was in New York to have that meeting with Warner Brothers
about his masters, and they told him no. And then he came to this bar where he was at, and when they told him no, and he played, and then he wrote the word "slave" on his face right there in front of him.
Wow, what a great story! Yeah. All right, guys, here goes mine. I probably saw this guy a couple of different times. Shani Scott, it's a Budweiser Superfest in Dallas, Texas.
Okay. All right.
Probably 1988, around there, 87, 88. Me and my buddy Alan Fisher.
Don't say Houdini.
No. The show was packed. It's a Budweiser Superfest. I saw Tevin Campbell, a young Tevin Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
I saw Babyface.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw MC Hammer.
Oh, I remember this.
Let me tell you something. The show was unreal. Hammer, there was no energy. This guy, for 90 minutes, he was headlining the tour. He didn't stop moving. This is before he had the big show with 1,000 people on the stage. So it was him, 2 big MC, and about 5 other people. Freaking unreal. I met a white girl that night.
Yeah. Here's where the story gets good.
And she kissed me.
Yeah.
What?
Now he's kissing white women.
That's the only time I ever kissed a white woman.
Was it tongue?
And it was Hammer's fault. Yeah, I was tonguing it down.
You can tongue down white people.
You done lost your mind.
They God's children.
Wow. It was Hammer's fault.
It was like
he was too legit
to quit.
Too legit to quit.
Is it like putting your tongue in Swiss cheese?
Say again?
Was it like putting your tongue in Swiss cheese?
It was actually really soft and warm.
Nice. That's nice. Just like
I never saw her again.
Mm.
I never saw her again, but I saw Hammer like 3 more times.
It wasn't no more white women there?
Oh, yeah. Onika, he went to the concert looking for white women. He was like this.
I went 3 more times.
Well, the white woman has no bearing on the story.
On the other,
I feel like I need to throw that in there. It's been an amazing show today, guys. I generally do this show with two special guests at 9:30 and 10:30. But when I saw my friends, Onika, Out of Control McLean, and the homie, HD, JP popped in the last 30 minutes, Shiny Scott on the air, I said, we got this.
Mm-hmm.
It's an honor and a privilege. This is the first in a lot of shows. How many shows we got in the can there, Shiny Scott?
What's today? Wednesday? No, today's Tuesday.
Are we week 3 or week 4?
We are week 3.
3.
So I believe we actually have 14 because a couple times you were traveling.
Right, we had to travel. This weekend, Milwaukee at the Potawatomi Casino.
The what?
I would not be bringing no merch
what
because they want to
casino?
charge me.
The what
casino?
I don't know. I was got close. I was channeling my inner Onika. Potawatomi. I think that's the name of it for real.
He was reading phonetically.
I have no idea if it's right or not. Go download the app, Media Room 360. I used to work with a guy in radio, Shiny Scott. I don't know if you know this guy. His name was Cliff Winston.
Mm-mm.
And he was in LA. He was at Stevie Wonder station. And he used to talk like this, like I'm talking. He would say little bursts of words, and then he would stop. Like I'm literally stealing this from him.
Mm-hmm.
He would say, and then he would go again. And so I think I'm stealing that from him. But rest in peace, Cliff Winston. What a great guy. He let me rock with him in the mornings. This is kind of a morning show, kind of afternoon show. Go ahead, Shiny Scott.
You got your merch on your website?
No.
Well, put it on the website and just do a special for the weekend. Like put a code for the weekend and tell everybody to go there and buy it.
Yeah, get it.
That just because you ain't got no table, that 1 monkey don't stop no show. Don't stop.
One monkey don't stop no show.
Yeah, put it
well
on
said.
Wi-Fi.
You know what? I'm gonna do that today. Thank you, Shiny Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all. Hey, my friends are here with me. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning to Rodney Perry Live. That is JP Justice.
Yes, sir.
He's at JP Justice Live. He is stepping to the AM on Monday through Friday, ladies and gentlemen, 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. Step into the AM right here on the Media Room 360 platform. My man, he's at Hank Vincent Comedy. When is the special hitting the street, Hank?
Next month, Paying Different. We'll hit the streets.
What platform?
Tubi, Amazon, YouTube, and
Nice.
all the audio, XM, Sirius, radio, all that.
I love it, man. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Onika McLean, she is a lovely and talented, flat out ridiculously funny. Onika, what's next for you?
So on Thursday, I am filming my comedy special and comedy album. That's June 16th at the Stand Comedy Club. I'm doing it through the Black Women in Comedy Festival. So the Black Women in Comedy Festival, shout out to Joanna Briley. So June 15th through the 19th, a bunch of Black women are coming to New York to shop their comedy wares. And we're going to, most of the comedy clubs are letting us do shows there. Gotham, New York Comedy Club, The Stand, Broadway, West Side. It's a bunch of comedy clubs that we're having shows in, mostly in Manhattan, and a couple of one-offs in the boroughs. But it's going to be dope. So I'm doing my comedy album, and we're gonna visually record it because the club wants to see if they can shop it, and sell it.
They can absolutely shop it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
And I can help you get it. I can help you get it placed some places too. Call me.
So it's 2 shows. Is the 8 o'clock show and 10 o'clock show. There's a few tickets for the 8 o'clock, but we really need more people for the 10 o'clock because I need to run it twice. So come on through. I'm not gonna not charge you because you still got to pay the $25. But come through. We're going to have a good time. See your girl. It's called My Mama's Music. And the premise behind it is I lived my life through my mom and the songs that she kind of like. And now it's time for me to do my thing. So I'm going to put that stuff in a can. I'll give it to the world. And then I'm going to do my new stuff.
Dope.
I love it. What a great show today, guys. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. That lady right there is Shiny Scott on air, and she is Media Room 360. That is our show for today. Till tomorrow.